Master 3 here, and I'm back again with a new video. And in this video I'm actually going to make it's sort of a review video, but it's also a ranking video. So I'll be making a review video of all the Friday the 13th movies, and I will start with the worst movie that I think in the series and go down to the best movie in the series. So here we go. First of all, and the worst movie in the series is this awful piece of shit. Seriously, I didn't enjoy this at all. I know some people actually really love this movie, but I didn't like it at all. Some people say it's a remake, and some people say it's like some kind of sequel or something like that, but as a remake it fails. So maybe I have to rewatch it sometime, but I didn't like this movie at all, so this was just a piece of shit in my opinion. I mean, if you've seen the first movie, I mean the original, this cannot be a remake. I think it's some sort of sequel actually, because I actually thought this was supposed to be a remake from the beginning, but Jason is not the killer in the original movie, so I always thought, what the hell is this? So yeah, the worst movie in the series, Friday the 13th, remake, sequel, whatever you want to call it. And the next movie in the series that I think is very, very bad, that I was very disappointed on, was this movie, Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. And I can say like this: if you want to see Jason as little as possible, you should have picked this movie, because Jason is like only in the movie for like maybe 5 minutes or so, because his soul is like getting possessed or something, and he's getting into other people's souls and all that weird shit. So so I was very disappointed on this, because you could barely see the Jason in the whole movie, and yeah, didn't enjoy this at all. I liked the end, like twist in the end, that's probably it, but no, everything else with this movie was pretty crappy in my opinion. So yeah, Jason Goes to Hell. And the next movie in the series is Friday the 13th Part 7, New Blood. Sorry. I didn't really remember this movie that much, but I remember that I didn't really like it. I think Jason actually got hurt in this movie, like he was screaming or something like that. Maybe it was this movie, and he actually did it in Jason Goes to Hell as well, and that was very ugly and all that. And this is very unrealistic. I mean, it's with this girl that I think she dragged him up from the sea or something like that. This telepathic girl, and that was just too much for me. And you can actually see Jason without his mask in this movie, and yeah, it was not really that good in my opinion. Probably one of the worst movies in the series. And the next movie is Jason X, and this is probably just a movie that we were thinking, oh, now we have Jason in Crystal Lake all the time, so we have to put him in space instead. That was a really bad idea. But there were some sequences in this movie that was still enjoyable, and there were some kills and all that, but overall it was a pretty bad movie. And he's like frozen in, I mean, they find him in some kind of frozen place. I don't really know why, I can't really remember why, but and he's on their spaceship and killing people, and yeah, you probably already know about this. So yeah, Jason X, not really recommended. And the next one is Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. And I know very many people think this is one of the worst movies in the series because of the end and the twist in the end, and I didn't really care for that. I mean, that didn't bother me at all. I still thought it was a pretty cool movie, so still watchable and enjoyable, but not a masterpiece, not one of the best movies in the series, but still good. So yeah, not going to say anything more. Friday the 13th Part 5, The New Beginning. And this maybe is like some kind of shocker that this movie is that high on the list, but I actually think this was pretty entertaining and funny, and that is Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. And some of you people say like, oh, Jason Takes Manhattan, it shouldn't be called out like that because he's on a boat and killing people for almost the whole movie, but he still gets to Manhattan and kills some people there as well, so, it was still enjoyable. I mean, I didn't really hate this movie. I actually think it's very underrated. Much better than like Jason X or Jason Goes to Hell or all these movies. So pretty enjoyable. Yeah, not really that good, not really that bad in my opinion. So yeah, Jason Takes Manhattan. And the next movie in the list is Friday the 13th Part 3. What is it called? Is it it's called something. So Friday the 13th Part 3. Shit, Sam, I think it's called something else. But it says here in Swedish, but I can't really pronounce it in English or say it in English. I think it's called something else, but yeah, what the hell. This was the movie where Jason got his hockey mask and everything began. And because I love it, there was some really nice killing scenes and like the atmosphere in the movie. And the ending is really incredible as well when it's like getting hanged and all that. So yeah, not going to say anything else. Jason Goes... No, not Jason Goes to Hell. What the hell am I talking about? Friday the 13th Part 3. Yes, pretty entertaining. And the next movie is Friday the 13th Part 2. And this is the movie that pretty many people actually think is the first movie in the series because of Jason and all that. But this is the movie before he gets his hockey mask and he has like a bag on his head. And I can't really remember that much from this movie, but I just remember the first sequence in the movie was pretty nice. Like you probably already know, my video contains spoilers, so I'm just going to say this, that the woman that survived the first movie is just like getting killed in the first 3 or 4 minutes in the movie. So yeah, and it was pretty good actually. It was like a little shocker for me the first time I saw it. And I also love this one of these teenagers that are like pretending that she's Jason's mother and all that. Very nice plan and all that. And yeah, really nice. Friday the 13th movie, Part 3. And the next one is Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter. And the reason why I like this so much is because of Corey Feldman. I mean, I don't really know why, I really love it just because of him. And I love some, I mean, it's some kind of a really nice like soundtrack in this movie as well. Especially the scene when they're like dancing and you hear this song by Lion called Love is a Lie, I believe. Yeah, really nice movie, and Jason is slashing his way through again, so yeah. Friday the 13th Part 4. I mean, all these movies like Friday the 13th and all that, I don't really have anything very much to say because you already know that it's Jason and he's slashing teenagers all over the place, so I'm not really going into any very big details of these movies and all that, so yeah. And this movie, I don't really know if I should include this movie or not, but this is still some sort of a Friday the 13th movie, and that is Freddy vs. Jason. I know very many people, you either like hate it or love it, and personally I love it. I mean, some of the acting in this movie is not really like a masterpiece, but I still got to love Robert Englund in this movie as Freddy Krueger. He did a great job in this movie. Yeah, the ultimate fight of horror. I mean, it's the two legends. Oh, I mean, this was, in my opinion, a horror masterpiece, but I know very many people hate it, and you all have your own opinions, but yeah, still one of my favorites, Freddy vs. Jason. And the next one is one of my all-time favorite Friday the 13th movies, and that is Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. Got to love the soundtrack, the characters, the acting, the environment, the atmosphere. Everything with this movie, I love it so goddamn much, and yeah, I really love this connection between Tommy Jarvis and Jason, where he's fighting him in the end and all that, and nice killing scenes and all that. So yeah, incredible movie, really nice. If you're a Friday the 13th fan, you really need to see this one. This is one of the best movies in the whole series. So yeah, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. And you already know what my favorite movie in the franchise is, and that is the original Friday the 13th. And this is not with Jason, you already know that as well. Do I even need to say anything more about this movie? I mean, it's one of the most famous horror movies of all time. Really entertaining. So a movie that this is probably a movie that I need to see at least one time a year. So nice gore effects as well. I don't really know what I should supposed to say anything, if I'm even supposed to say anything more, because I really love this movie so goddamn much. So the best movie in the franchise, the first one, classic of course, Friday the 13th. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed and didn't get bored. And hopefully I will make an update video later in the next week. Or something like that, or maybe a review video of a franchise or something like that. But yeah, I hope to see you again as soon as possible, and I hope you all have a great weekend. So see you next time. Bye bye.